Cannon here from Fiction Atlas Press, bringing you another Indie Connection. Today I'd like to tell you about some indie books that you might enjoy if you're a fan of All My Rage by Sabaa Tahir. The first book I have for you is called Come With the Fire by Julianne Mundell. When the one you trust betrays you, you have two options. Forgive them and walk away, or burn everything to the ground. Ever since her mother moved her entire family to Toronto, 16-year-old Emily has spent the last 3 years trying to fit in at Trinity Collegiate. But this uppity private high school feels more like a prison to an outspoken Jamaican teen navigating a new life in Canada. When a string of mysterious fires break out in a vulnerable part of the city, Emily meets a familiar face and is forced to find her voice and speak up for what's right. But at what cost? Living between two worlds, Emily walks the fine line between belonging and being rejected by the person she trusts the most. The second book I have for you is called Sinkhole by Davida Breyer. Lies from the past and a dangerous present collide when, after 15 years in exile, Michelle Miller returns to her tiny hometown of Lorida, Florida. With her mother in the hospital, she's forced to reckon with the broken relationships she's left behind, with her family, with friends, and with herself. As a teenager, Michelle felt isolated and invisible until she met Sissy, a dynamic and wealthy classmate. Their sudden, intense friendship was all-consuming. Punk rocker Morrison later joins their clique, and they become an inseparable trio. They were the perfect high school friends, bound by dysfunction, bad TV, and boredom, until one of them ends up dead. Forced to confront the life she turned her back on 15 years ago, she begins questioning what was truth and what were lies. Now at a distance, Michelle begins to see how dangerous Sissy truly was. The third book I have for you is called The Bollywood Lovers Club by James Goldberg and Jancy Patterson. Before you can reach for your dreams, you have to choose them. Amrita Siddha belongs in her Indian extended family, in her Sikh faith, in her California home. But when a family fight makes up her father's mind to take a job across the country in Ohio, she's torn from the fabric of her community and left to find her footing in a new high school and a new life. In Ohio, Amrita meets Dave Gill, who's funny, part Indian, and also Mormon. At a series of Bollywood movie nights with friends, they begin to connect, despite the pressure they both feel not to date outside their own faith. As Amrita stares down diverging paths for her future, she knows only one thing for certain. She can't hold on to everything. She'll have to choose between her relationship with Dave, her family's good opinion of her, and her place in her own community. And once she makes a decision, there will be no going back. And the last book I have for you is called I Am Me by Kaya Strand. When giving back to others isn't enough, can one teen discover what's truly important in life? Lola Rinaldi leans heavily into service for the struggling. Padded by privilege, the high school senior defies her mom's push to study law and marry well in favor of chasing her volunteering obsession. And during her favorite gig, building affordable homes, she's happy to befriend a mysterious boy, until he scorns her supposedly naive, privileged mindset. As doubt chips away at her confidence, the big-hearted girl worries her perfect plans for the future are quickly unraveling. And with new boyfriend troubles, a bestie spiraling into a meltdown, and an unexpected loss, she fears she's not the person she always wanted to be. Can Lola uncover the missing piece she needs to feel completely whole? Okay, that's all for me this week. I'll see you next week on Indie Connection. Bye!